up, it's Grace, and this week I'm going to be going over 10 artist affirmations that you need to hear. I actually made a TikTok series about this very recently, but I figured that I should put it on YouTube as well because a lot of artists are their own worst critics and I just want to spread positivity. So without further ado, let's get into it. Number 1, it's never too late and you're never too old to learn a new medium. I'm currently a senior in college and I am enrolled in a drawing class for the first time since middle school, which is kind of a strange experience for me because I've spent the past 3 years perfecting and practicing my painting and pixel art skills. But it's impossible to get better without actually practicing and trying new things and working through all those awkward stages, so don't be afraid to start. Number 2, the number of views or likes that your art gets on social media does not correlate with your skill level whatsoever. You can be wildly successful as an artist in the real world without going viral all the time. It might feel very nice to get a lot of supportive comments and to know that the world is actually seeing your art, but don't let low engagement demotivate you because you are worth so much more than the numbers. Number 3 is don't sell yourself short. If you've been making art for a while and you decide that you want to try out commissions, you should probably be charging more than you think. Your time, knowledge, and skills are all very valuable and you deserve to be compensated accordingly. As artists, we all tend to be our own worst critics, but you still deserve to get paid for your work. Another thing is to always accept some form of payment before you deliver the commission because sometimes people either can't pay or decide that they don't want to pay anymore, and if you've already delivered it at that point, there's not much you can do. So to protect yourself and your art, take payment before you deliver anything. And it doesn't even need to be the full payment. You could just charge half before and half after. That's what I do, and I've had pretty good success with it. Number 4, creative burnout is something that's super common and something that basically every artist has experienced at some point, so don't hesitate to sit back and give yourself a much deserved break. As creators, we tend to spend a lot of time and energy making art and making content, but it's totally okay to sit back and relax and take time to consume art and content and take inspiration from others, but of course give credit when you can. Number 5, don't let fear of failure stop you from trying new things. You never really know if that crazy idea in the back of your mind might actually be the start of something incredible. Some of my best and most successful project ideas have actually just stemmed from impulsive decisions, so don't be afraid to let yourself branch out and just try things for the fun of it. Number 6, being an artist is a real job, so if you've ever had a friend or a family member or a teacher tell you otherwise, they are wrong. There is definitely a business aspect and a learning curve to it, but once you figure out your rates, your portfolio, and your customer base, being an artist as a real job is not unrealistic at all. There are so many artists out there who are very successful either working for themselves or working for a larger company, so the possibilities are truly endless. Number 7, you don't need to master a medium before you post about it. A lot of artists, including myself, really like to share their work online, but are hesitant to share progress pictures, especially when learning something new because maybe they're insecure. But it's important to remember that practice makes perfect and nobody really starts off perfect anyways. So I think that we should normalize sharing progress as we learn new skills, starting off from your very first attempt trying something all the way up to mastering that skill. Number 8, art is subjective. If you've ever gotten a comment, whether in real life or on the internet, of somebody saying that your art is terrible or that it doesn't even count as art in the first place, don't listen to them. I mean, first of all, those comments are kind of dumb, but second of all, everyone's taste is different, so even if some people don't enjoy your art, others definitely will. But in the end, the only thing that really matters is that you like your art and that making it is fulfilling for you. So create things that make you happy. Number 9, don't be afraid to reach out and ask for help. Reaching out to other artists for advice or collaborations or constructive criticism can be very anxiety-inducing, but I assure you that working with others is so beneficial for you in the long run. Tons of artists would be more than happy to do a collaboration or an art trade or just offer you advice. And not only can you learn from each other, but you might also make a new friend. And number 10, whether you realize it or not, you have probably inspired other people just by being yourself. Whether your peers just noticed you doodling in class or a community member saw a huge mural that you painted in your city, your art is inspiring and I guarantee you that others have noticed. Art is such a wonderful way to bring people together. Every artist has value and you are inspiring. And that concludes my list of 10 artist affirmations that I wanted to share with you today. If you are an artist and you struggle with being your own worst critic, just know that you are not the only one. I understand the pain, and I guarantee you that a ton of other people do too. Sometimes the creative process can be a little bit stressful, but try to focus on the real reasons why we keep doing it. Whether that be self-expression, or bringing people together, or sending a message, or maybe you just really like art, never stop creating. And I think that concludes my video. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you would like to see any of my art, then check out my Instagram here. I have tons of pictures and videos on there. And I will hopefully see you in my next video. Bye!